Subscribe to my channel.
Okay, hi guys, welcome to Codewithtec. Okay, this is your number one channel when it comes to making programming simple. All right, when it comes to making coding simple. More people are stressed and saying that coding is difficult, but this is your number one channel when it comes to making coding easy. All right, now please, if you are new to the channel or haven't yet subscribed, please guys subscribe. All right, so we can keep you posted with all of our new video and our upcoming content as well. Okay, so guys, today we will be discussing our callback function. All right, what is callback function? All right, now when we say callback function, what are we saying? Okay, please, now you can pass an argument to another function. All right, it's almost like passing argument to another function. It's like passing argument to another function. Now callback function, passing argument to another function. Okay, now how can you pass argument to another function? We refer to that as callback function. Now let us put this into a real world practice. Okay, don't forget, subscribe guys. As we go through, subscribe, please subscribe. Now the next thing, as we go through, we say how does callback function looks like and how it works. We'll use our common function, we'll just call the word function, our name function, and say greet user. Okay, greet user. In parentheses, you're going to pass two arguments. We'll say name, comma, and then we'll say callback. All right, after that we come outside here, we are using regular function or name function. We say console .log, and in the console.log we're going to say hi space, and then we'll push outside here, we'll put positive and say name. All right, now if you check here, we have two arguments up here, but we have just called only a single argument. All right, now after that, the next thing we want to do, we want to make that callback as another function. All right, so we'll come here, we say callback and make it as a function. All right, after making it as a function, we're going to get out of this and bring something to life. Now we want to say function say by. All right, now another function, we want to call another function, and in the function we want to say the function name should be by. All right, now with this there's another function that will tell someone by. All right, we say console.log, open this parenthesis, and then in here we say bye by. All right, now that is someone comes to you and the person is leaving. All right, now where this is where the callback function happens. All right, after writing these two functions, now the first function we have here is called greet user, name, saying hi with the person name, and the next function here we have is callback. We have declared it here. All right, we haven't passed any argument into this, but we have just declared this here without passing any value to it. All right, nothing at the time. All right, so the next thing we want to do here, we want to use callback function to help us in this place. All right, now how can we use callback function to help us in the place? We will say greet, we'll say greet user. This is a function. All right, now for name we'll say John, or we say Alice. We'll say Alice. We'll say Alice. All right, now if we come here and say comma and say by. All right, now what will happen here? You will see that it will say the output will be hi Alice and bye. All right, now let's check it. Now we call another function here. We call another function here. What is the function? The function is what? Callback. Now let me say this. Where we have this callback, all right, it is where that we come in to replace the say by function. All right, I hope you are getting this. Pass an argument to another function. All right, now this is an argument. All right, but we are passing it to another function. I hope we are understanding what I'm doing here. All right, now in the space of the argument we want to pass it to another function. Now in the space of where the argument should have been, we'll pass another function there. We want to say by. All right, now we save this. Right, after saving this, we come outside, close it, and we want to console the log it and see our result. Then put it into the browser quickly. Callback function, we inspect the browser. If I come and check here, I'm saying hi Alice and I'm saying bye. All right, so they'll go back and explain the code. All right, they'll go back and explain the code properly. All right, they'll go back and explain the code properly, that will be able to understand. Okay, I believe that we still have doubt on some things. Now, working with callback function, what we should get in our mind firstly, callback function is passing an argument to another function. Passing an argument to another function. All right, now how can we pass? What did we pass in this identical example? We passed the callback. All right, we passed the callback. Now what happened here was this: we declare a name function or a regular function and give it a function name saying greet user, and we have two arguments. We have name and we have callback. All right, after calling the both of them, we have console.log, we have hi, and we have plus name. All right, now that is, we can pass the name. Okay, now this is happening within this function. All right, within the function, and taking only one argument into consideration. Now the next argument, we bring it down here as a function. All right, now with this function, we want to pass something into this identical function. Now we want to say, and we call another function down here. We say, remember we said pass an argument to another function. All right, this is another function, but we want to pass this argument to it. All right, we want to pass the argument to this function. How can that be done? We'll bring this function here and then just bring this say by to it. Now wherever we have callback have been declared here with a null value. All right, with nothing assigned to it. I shouldn't say null, besides, with nothing assigned to it. So we're using this entire function to call it in this space here, but we're returning the name of what say by. All right, we're returning the name of say by. We are calling it like a function, but calling it like a what? Argument. We are not calling it as a function, but we're calling it as a what? Argument. So I hope that we understand what have been said here just now. Okay, so our output, we just saw it in the console log saying hi Alice and saying bye as well. So guys, thank you very much for sticking around. This is all about callback function, how callback function works and how it looks like. All right, there are lots of ways you can refactor it, but based on our beginner learning environment, we are doing this with this very common example. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for sticking around. I'll see you guys in our next function topic, okay, where we'll be discussing another very important topic on a function. All right, where we'll be discussing another topic on a function. Okay, so thank you for staying, and I hope that those of us who haven't subscribed yet have found it necessary to subscribe. Guys, please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Subscribe to my channel.